I will show you how to automate invoicing in Wix. So first and foremost, this is what invoicing look like. And then we all know that invoicing is the process of creating and sending a document called an invoice to a customer or client to request a payment for goods or services provided. To start, you have to go to your Wix, log into your Wix account, and then here you will see all of the templates and sites that you haven't published. If you want to create a new site, right here, just tap this one, create new. And then after that, you have to wait for a couple of seconds as it is processing. Now here, what you're going to do next is you have to select either of this. So if you want advanced features, tap the first one. But as a beginner, I strongly suggest the second option. Also in this part, you have to click the second one if you're a beginner. Now, what type of website do you want to create? So basically, you can choose from any of this here. So for our tutorial, let's just try restaurant. So once done, what you're going to do next is tap on continue. Now, what type of restaurant, you can also select a specific one. And then once you click continue, it's now preparing for your dashboard. And this is your dashboard. Let me just remind you that this is an independent dashboard. So whatever you add or set up on your dashboard, it will not affect other sites right here. Now, if you have an existing site that you want to edit, just go back to Wix homepage, select that site, and then here you can add your invoicing. You can set up your invoicing. So I want to do that on my previous existing website right here. To do that, go to the left side. There are options here, and what you're going to do is you have to look for getting paid. And then here under getting paid, you have to look for invoices. Tap on invoices and you should see the send invoices and get paid. So you will see here more information about invoices. Now what you're going to do is you have to tap on get started button below. So once done, tap on get started. So you have to wait for a couple of seconds and you should see something like this. So you need to add your business information. Here you need also to add your business name, add it right here, and your business email address, which is indeed very important. As you can see, it has asterisk, so you need to fill in here. Add your email address or business email address here. Also, if you have your company logo or business logo, what you're going to do is tap on your logo right here and then add your logo or add your business logo. Once done, tap on add and continue. And then this is what it looks like. Above, you can see your invoice number, the date, the due date, and the date. And then below, you can see your information such as customer. So choose a contact. If you have a new customer, just tap on new customer. So let's just say you wanted to send this invoice to a new customer. All you have to do is tap that one. Now enter the customer's name, also last name, primary email address of your customer right here. Make sure this one is correct. You could add more email address if you want. And aside from the primary email address, also it needs the primary phone number of your customer. Okay, so you can also choose if the customer is a scribe or not. So primary phone number, you can just basically add here and then the phone number, the address, type, street line 2 optional, city, zip code, and then save. So basically, you have to make sure that everything is correct here because if not, you have to do it again and again. So as you can see, we have here the invoice title. You have to add the invoice title right here. For example, clothing. Let's just say this person or customer purchased a clothing item on your store, product or services. So you can just add right here, I'm a product, tap this one, and then the name of the product below. You have to add the name of the product below, or let's just say the description of the product below. Once you have added the product here, quantity, how many products this customer purchased, the price. You can see here also add tax if you have, then line total. As you can see, if you add all quantity and the price, then you should see here the total. And again, look for your product right here. I'm a product because I haven't added product right here. But if you have added the product, then you should see the name of the product and below it's a description. Add quantity, add tax. You will see here all of the total. Okay, so you can add more item if you want to. Depends on the customer's purchase. So all you have to do is to add the items that this customer, this client purchase from your store. So you can see here all the details, the name of the products, also the description, the quantity, okay, and most of all, you can see here the subtotal below. Now, for your invoice total, you can also add discount if this customer is like a loyal customer. So, or let's just say this person availed a discount promo, so you can add here the discount. Also, you can tap on this request deposit if it needs 50%, let's just say 10% deposit before you release the item. Now, here below, you can see here deposit due, amount paid, and then if you want to add notes, then everything is up to you. If you also want to add terms right here, then you can add terms below. So you have to add notes and you can add terms below. So it depends on the agreement between you and the customer, or depends on the rules and policy of your items. Aside from adding your notes and your terms below, you can also attach link. You can edit the format if you want before you send this. So here on your invoice, you have to make sure that it's like a formal document. So you have to ensure the invoice number, you have to recheck the date of issue, you have to check seller's information like the name, address, and contact. Also buyer's information. You need to review description of goods or services provided rather, quantity and the unit price. You have to recheck the total amount. Check the payment terms such as the due date and the late fees. Also the payment methods if it's bank, transfer, or credit card. So basically, once you're done with that, then you can now go back and then tap on this send invoice. Okay, so there are a lot of advantages of using invoicing. So it can track your sales and income. This one is act as a legal record of the transaction and provides professionalism and trust. So tap on send invoice, and then here you have to add the email address. Okay, and then tap on send. So the clients will then receive an invoice, and then after that, they will verify that the invoice is accurate. They will look at the items, services, quantities, and so on. And then they ensure the invoice matches what was agreed upon in a contract or discussion. They can raise any question if they want. And then after that, once everything is okay, they can process the payment. So the clients can pay according to the payment method like bank transfer, credit, PayPal. Now, they often include an invoice number in the payment reference. And then after that, confirm the payment and then record keeping. So basically, that's it. If you found this video helpful, please do like and subscribe because it helps me reach more people. See you soon.